Hey, Todd Faircloth here. Just kind of want to share with you something that I see commonly made, mistake that, a novice angler or people that are not real familiar with how to match their plastics with hooks, line size, and the type of cover they're fishing. I see oftentimes where a person's using a real heavy gauge hook, when they don't really need to. My theory on hook size and hook selection is you want to use as light a wire hook as you can get away with. It just makes your bait have more action in the water. It looks more lifelike, looks more realistic in the water, and therefore you're going to get more bites on it. So I'm going to go over, just three kind of gauges of hooks that we have here. You've got a real heavy gauge hook here that we would use on like 50-pound sunline braid, thick, heavy cover, matted vegetation, and this type of bait that you would rig up on it. You would not want to fish a heavy gauge wire hook like this one on a fluorocarbon or mono or something like that. It's impossible to get good hook penetration. This is a beefy hook. It's used for certain applications, and it's used for thick, heavy cover, using big line, big rods. It won't have any flex in it, and this is what you want to use. The next one is kind of a medium range hook. It's just a round bend offset hook here that you see. This is kind of a style bait that I would use with this hook, a Texas rig worm. I use this hook a lot, Carolina rigging. It's kind of my go-to hook, just a 3/0, 4/0 round bend hook. You can use it on like a Strike King Ocho as well. This is a fluorocarbon line hook in my opinion. I use it on anything from like say 12 to 16-pound test sunline fluorocarbon line, and it's kind of my all-purpose hook. I use this hook probably more than any other. The next one would be, a real thin wire hook. This is just a 1/0 rebarb hook here, and you can see like I would use it with a Strike King finesse worm if I was, wacky rigging with say, 6 to 8 pound test line, or Texas rigging with a similar setup. It's going to give this little small worm a lot of lifelike action. You're not killing the action by putting, saying, a big hook in it like this. And your hookup ratio with light line, you have to have a fine wire hook like this one for good hook penetration on light line. The lighter the line you have, the more stretch you're going to get. That's the number one thing you got to remember. The lighter the line, the more stretch you're going to get. The lighter diameter hook you want to go with, you're going to get easier hook penetration. So just keep this in mind the next time you're out there fishing and you're trying to match your line size with hook diameter and the style of baits that you're using, and it'll improve your hookup ratio tremendously.